Struggled with money for years, and not because I didn't make enough money, but because I believed the 7 lies about money that each one of us believes. Today I'm going to expose these 7 lies which the rich know but we don't, and that's what keeps us broke. Hi, I'm Shabia Walia, and today I'm going to tell you what exactly kept me broke despite earning a decent 7 figure salary, and why I struggled from paycheck to paycheck every month. It was only when I realized the truth about money and how we see money is when my life began to shift. And finally, today I am on my way to financial freedom with a healthy 8 figure net worth. So stay with me till the end of the video and you will see how your perspective to money shifts. And the moment that happens, you can build your way to wealth. The first lie in the set of 7 lies which we have believed all our life long is that you need money to make money, as I've written on the board. But actually, this is completely wrong, because what you need is really knowledge, skills, and action. For example, you cook very well. You have recipes which have been passed down over the generations from your grandma. You can sell that, right? You can make a recipe book, or you can flip over used things in your garage. Third, you can use your phone to make videos like this and earn money. So actually, if you see, you don't need money to make money. You need knowledge, skills, and action. So your action plan today for this lie is write down 3 skills which you know. Write down the things you have knowledge of and take that action, and you will see that you no more need money to make money. The second one is budgets are too restrictive and boring. Now, of course they are, yeah. But when you have a budget, you can actually have all the fun because you know that you've kept a certain amount of money for having fun, and you know where your money goes, rather than wondering each month, where did my money go? And then worrying at the end of the month, what am I going to do? Budgets actually take only 10 to 15 minutes to make. If you have a ready template, if you don't have one, you can download from my Mess to Millionaire page. Okay, that's a free monthly planner. You just have to fill in your figures, your earnings, how much you spend, your fixed income, your fixed expenses, and then how much you can save every month. And you know what? I keep a certain amount every month to spend on what I love. And that's what having a budget, it sets me free. Okay? So download the monthly planner, spend 5 minutes on it, 5 to 10 minutes every week, and I'm telling you, it will set you free. Okay? Budgets aren't boring and restrictive. They actually set you free because finally you know where your money is going, and it keeps you in control. The third lie we've been told, or rather we believe, is that investing is only for the rich. But it's not true. You can start with as low as 500 rupees or $5 today. And believe me, saving from when you're 25 rather than when you are 40 is much better, because as you know, the 8th wonder of the world is compounding. Okay? And when you start early, you get the magic of compounding, and you end up saving and growing your money much more than if you start later. So your action plan for this lie is that go and start investing today, now. Download Ind Money, download Good Luck, download all these apps which are pretty easy to use. Okay, just start an account and start with 500 rupees or $5 today, and you will thank me later. Lie 4, which says that pay off all debt before saving. Now this is a big one, right? So in 2017, I ended up with a debt of about 85 lakhs. There's a business, I went into depression, I lost my mother, and I lost my bearings, and the business suffered, and I went into debt. Now the thing is, very often, people say that, pay off all your debt first and then start saving. Now that's a problem, because if you put all your money towards your debt, in case there's an emergency, you again will have to pull more debt, right? But what I did was that while paying my debt, I also kept a certain portion aside which went into my emergency fund, so that if I was hit with an emergency, I did not have to take more debt or ask money from friends and family. Okay? So always build your savings and emergency fund alongside paying debt. This will ensure that you don't fall into the debt trap again. So draw up a plan, okay, where you allot a certain amount of your earnings towards debt. And so for example, if you save 40% and you're putting 20% towards your debt, put 20% towards your saving or your emergency fund. Okay, this will ensure you're building both the bridges parallel. The fifth lie which we have been told and we believe is that credit cards are bad. Okay, now credit cards are bad only if you use them badly. Credit card is just a tool, right? It's just a loan. If you don't pay off your loan on time, it will come back to bite you. Similarly, a cup of chai, like I love chai, but if you have 25 cups in a day, obviously it's bad for you, right? So credit cards can be used for leverage, they can use for emergencies, they can be used to build points, to get cash back. But if you are only paying the minimum balance every month, then definitely it's going to be bad, because annually you end up paying, now get this right, hear it carefully, you end up paying not 15, not 20, not 30. You pay as much as 45% interest on credit cards if you just pay the minimum balance every month. So use credit cards wisely only if you are not a person who just keeps rolling minimum balance. If you take something on a credit card, be sure to pay it off in full before the month end, and that way you can use credit card to your benefit and not to your disadvantage. One suggestion from me for this one is that keep one credit card for emergency, cut off all the rest. You don't need 6 credit cards, you just need one for emergencies and credit building. So if you have more than one or more than 2 at max, cut them off, shut them off, tell your bank you don't need them. The sixth lie is that you need to be good at maths to know about money or to deal with money. Absolutely wrong. You need only basic addition, subtraction, multiplication and division, which we've all learned in primary school. Okay. In fact, we are living in such good times that there are so many apps which make saving, budgeting, investing absolutely simple. So as I said earlier, download apps. Okay, there's Ind Money, there's Good Luck, there's Grow. Download any one, whichever you're comfortable with, play around with it, and you will realize it's so much fun. When you see your wealth building, it's like a motivation. Every morning, the first thing when I open my eyes is I open my app and I see my net worth, I see my savings. That gives me the energy to get up and work for that day. So do that. As I said, download planners so that they can make your life easy. Money is not about math, it's about behavior. A person who is good will use more money for good. A person who is bad and evil will use money to do bad. Okay, so this actually, there's one underlying myth here in this one, is that rich people are evil, poor people are good. It is wrong. Money doesn't make you good or bad. Okay, in fact, money only enhances what is your primal behavior. So if you're a good person, you can use money for doing good. You can give away for charity, you can build hospitals, you can pay for education of homeless children, you can build homes, you can build schools. But if you're bad and you don't know how to handle your money, you will do more harm with more money. So money is not about math, it is about your behavior, who you are as a person. The seventh lie we've been told, or rather we believe, is that there will be a perfect time to start. Let me tell you, there is no perfect time. The perfect time was yesterday and the second best is now. Okay, I waited 2 years to invest when I was just starting out, and I thought, okay, when I get a raise, when my credit card bill is paid off, when my home loan goes. But you know what, the stock market changed, and by waiting, I lost almost $30,000 because I was waiting. Rich people don't wait for the perfect condition. Okay, they start small, they start scared, they start messy, but they start. That is where the secret lies to building wealth. Start today. If you have to do anything out of this video, take back something from this video, that is to start. Download that budget app, download that investing app. Okay, make a budget. Okay, see where your earning goes. Just take one action today, the rest you can do tomorrow, but start. START is the place to be right now. There is no perfect time, perfect conditions don't exist for anything or anyone. So you've heard all the 7 lies. Now here's what I want you to do. Okay, Don't try to fix everything all at once. You'll get overwhelmed and you'll quit. As I said earlier, just take one thing, okay? Which is that one lie which hit you the most. When you heard me speaking about that, you said, oh shit, that's me. That's the lie you should be working on. That's the point you should be working on. Okay, so take one of it. In fact, write in the comments which lie hit you the most. Okay, make yourself accountable. Okay, change that one thing. For example, if credit cards are bad, that lie hit you, then take your credit cards, keep one, check your credit card bills. Where are you spending the most? Can you save? Can you save more? Can you stop the spending? Can you not roll over balances and pay the entire amount this month? Okay, cut off your spare cards. Call your bank and say stop them right now. So that's action. When you take action, you will see results. And you know what? You don't have to do this over 1 week or 1 month or next year. You have to do it within 24 hours. In fact, write down in the comments what is the action you're planning to take. That's where it starts. Let's have the community support you. Okay? And once you do this, you will see that you've done one thing today and you will be motivated to do the second one tomorrow. So in 7 days, you would have actually broken 7 myths or 7 lies in your head. Now, what happens when you break those myths in your head? Whenever your mindset shifts, your life changes. Remember that. To change anything in your life, the first thing you need to change is your mindset. So begin now. Pick that one lie, pick that one action, and write down in the comments which one you have chosen. Personally, if you ask me, the most dangerous lie is the 7th one. Waiting for a perfect day, the perfect weather, the perfect rainbow to make things happen. As I said earlier, there are no perfect conditions. Your future self is looking at you right now to take action and change your life. And you can do it, believe me. I did it. I turned my life around. The day I decided that I'm no more going to be broke, I am no more going to struggle with money. Even though I'm bad at maths, I am going to achieve an 8-figure net worth. It all became possible. Success needs momentum. Success needs consistency, not perfect weather conditions, not perfect environment conditions. Okay, you are all that it needs. So if you are motivated by this video and you plan to take action, सबसे पहले go like and subscribe this video, because next week I am going to tell you how to make a $1,000 emergency fund in just 1 week. And so if you want to catch that video, make sure you subscribe so that it pops up and reminds you. And as I said, go take action. It's possible. You can do it. And I am rooting for you big time to start being wealthy and not being broke. See you next time. Go take action right after this video. Bye.